everyone, and welcome to this short seated practice. We're just going to spend about 10 minutes practicing together, seated in a chair the entire time. So find a comfortable seat. Maybe it doesn't have arms. It would probably be more comfortable if it doesn't have arms. Make sure at least two of your legs of your chair are supported by a mat or on carpet. You just don't want a chair that's going to slide around on you a lot. So start finding your space. Maybe if you have blocks, you want to use blocks in your practice, you can totally do that. This can also definitely be done without blocks, so if you don't have one, don't worry about it. So take a second. Maybe you need to pause and come back, grab your chair, and let's sit and breathe together for a sec. Once you're seated, maybe you want to close your eyes and just notice where your body's supported. How well do you feel supported? I hope you feel supported well. Where is that support in your body? What parts of your body aren't physically supported by anything right now? Do they feel different than the ones that are? Just noticing those things. Maybe noticing the temperature around you. Are you wearing lots of clothing or just a little bit of clothing? Do you notice if the areas that are clothed are a different temperature than the areas that are exposed? Taking a few breaths. Your own speed, not trying to change or match your breath, just breathing as you are. Slowly opening your eyes, coming back into your surroundings, looking around, what's around you, a cute plant. Maybe you have something like that in your space, or you have something else that brings you happiness. From here, let's take a big inhale and raise up our arms. Inhaling and exhaling. So maybe you want to bring them in front. Inhale and exhale. Or you want to do them on the side. Inhaling and exhaling. So maybe trying both, seeing which one you like better. Maybe you want to do one at a time. Inhale and exhale and inhale and exhale. And going at the speed of your own breath. You don't have to be at the same exact pace as me. Maybe you want to shake it out. Maybe you want to bring your arms up to center, palms to face one another. Taking a breath here. And then slowly bring one arm behind you. You can rest it on your chair or have it up in the air, whatever feels best. Looking towards your back arm and breathing. Bring your hands back together in the front for a breath. Maybe you want to bring them down. I'm giving your shoulders a break for a second. And then bringing your other arm back. And again, either to the chair or keeping it up in the air, whatever you like. Breathing. And then bringing it back to center. Raising our arms up towards the sky. Notice your shoulders. Are they hunched up by your ears? Maybe if you can relax them a little bit, if that feels better. And then cactusing your arms or making them like goalposts. Breathing here, maybe noticing an opening in the chest. And maybe you want to arch your spine. So creating, you don't have to turn, I'm just turning to show you my spine. Creating that arch. Maybe your chin's going towards the sky. And then coming into the alternate position where we're rounding our shoulders, rounding the spine, chin towards the chest, and hands can come together. So opening Inhaling, filling your belly with air, arching your spine. And exhaling, rounding that spine, chin towards the chest, hands together. Maybe you want to also explore what that feels like with your arms down. Or with your arms in the air. And again, you don't need to go with the speed as me. You can do as many or as little as you like. Go, maybe you want to do one really slow and linger in one space. Just doing what feels the best for you here. All right, shaking it out. I'm just shaking out my neck a little bit gently. Doing some gentle neck rolls in one direction and some in the other direction. And from here, I'm gonna bring my blocks, if I'm using them, I'll get that out of the way, down to the ground. I'm gonna start with one block beside my left foot. I'm gonna bring my left foot onto the block, knee out to the side. Breathing here. If you don't have a block, you can do it with your feet on the ground. Maybe sit more on the edge of the chair. And breathe here. Notice if you feel anything in the leg. So maybe you want to stay here, or maybe you want to explore bringing your foot up onto your leg. I find that I have to hold on to my leg because otherwise it just like flies away, flies away. So you might find that too, or you might be able to let go and relax your arms. So just finding the variation that feels good for your body. Taking another breath, and then we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So getting a block back, bringing your feet, one foot onto the block, hip out to the side. Just breathing here. Noticing if you feel anything along the inner line of the leg or something in your hip. Again, definitely don't need the block. This works just as well. So maybe you want to stay here. Maybe this feels really good and you feel a lot of sensation in the leg. Or maybe you want to try lifting up the leg, resting it on the opposite leg. Again, you could let your arms go. My leg will fly free. Just notice where you feel sensation. Taking another breath. And then bringing your leg back down. I'm gonna sit in like a wide stance, raising my arms up towards the sky. Maybe you wanna shake them out a little bit. And then hinging at the hips, coming down into a forward fold. Now here, if you have blocks, you could use them in your practice. You could bring your hands to blocks. If you don't, you can bring them to your legs, to your calves, whatever feels good, or the ground if that's accessible to you. I'm just breathing here. Taking 2 or 3 more breaths. We're raising your arms up into an upward salute, and then maybe you want to bring your arms down through heart center and back to your sides. So let's just take a minute to breathe again. Notice how you're doing. Has anything changed in your body since we started? I got a little warm there. Just thank yourself for taking the time for this little mini practice. No matter how long you practice for, it's just as valuable every single time. Maybe you want to take your arms out to the side, hug yourself. Thank you, body. Opening them up again, putting the other arm on top. Oh, thank you, body, for bringing me here today. And thank all of you for practicing with me.